Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis for MEIOU and Taxes 3.0 with me, FireKahuna, and Osman with Devlet-i. So, we are a little bit in a pickle. Because we are being surrounded by fairly strong enemies. On one side there's Serbia, on another there's Hungary, which is in personal union, if I'm not mistaken, with Transylvania. No, actually it's division, okay? On the other side we have our allies, the Karamanids, who expanded so much and they gave us so little territory that we find it hard to actually expand there at all. Now, usually what you would do, but I don't want to do that, is you would attack Karamanids early on, destroy them, and then face, Eretnids and Mamluks on your own. But I wanted to try something else in this playthrough. So that leaves us with just a couple of options. We need to finish off Knights Hospitaller, but we have truce with them until February 1387, so next 4 years. We've also event locked ourselves from the possibility of attacking our current vassal, the Byzantium. So we can attack them, but it's gonna cost us 3 stability, which I don't want to do. That really leaves us with just a couple of targets. We have an option here to either try to get a claim on Eretnids, with which we have a truce as well, on Chanik, or actually it would be Janik, because that's a Turkish nation. We don't have a casus belli on them, so I could do that. It would be fairly easy. We just need to build a spy network there, so I'm thinking we might want to do it. They spread spy detection, corruption. Okay, let's try it, and if it works, we can fabricate a claim on Charshamba, and then we're gonna attack them. But if in the meantime we can actually decide whether or not we're gonna go again in war against Serbia. Now our chances are fairly good. If we ask Aydinids and Karamanids to join us, they both would. We have a much stronger army than they do. We can take Plovdiv, Dospat, and Struma and Vodinu for ourselves, but it will get us into a direct conflict with Hungary, which on the other hand is not terrible either, because if they attacked us we still have a chance, and if I raised a lot of extra regiments we could most likely beat them eventually. So it is not undoable. Plus I'm thinking we might want to send well, you could send a diplomat to improve relations with them. But I could also do the same, for example, with Poland, and try to negotiate an alliance with them, because they are not entirely against us, and we are an enemy of their enemy, which is, I believe, well, in this case it would be Austria. So we need to make a decision here. Or alternatively, we can also attack the Bruja, but I think that is an ally with Bulgaria, and we have a conquest casus belli on them. Really? What could we get here? Dobrogea, a port of Varna, and a Constanta. None of these are really that, and they are alone. So this might actually be a better choice for now. It's gonna give us some time to see if we can fabricate a claim on Chanik. Okay, so let me just send this army here now. We're gonna increase their funding, and we're gonna try to take these territories. I'm not inclined to go into major wars, because our king, or sultan in this case, a ruler, is not entirely, what would be the right word? Fond of wars. So I'm just trying to think of this as a normal person would, feel about this. I mean, he would want to gain more ports and territory, so he's not opposed to a war. He just wouldn't be, someone inclined to it majorly. Okay, as we're going into war with you, I'm gonna disband you. Because we don't need that many troops. That's gonna help with our income. 240. And let's just declare war. And we're gonna target Varna, but I'd like to take a little bit more. And we really don't need anyone helping us in this. Herat needs to ask us for military. I'm not gonna give you military access to Romans. So let us see what we can do here. What we get to transports, okay, that's actually not bad. We're gonna go with light looting because we intend to take this territory for ourselves. And we have a state decision here, the state war route. Varna is their capital, so immediately we're at an advantage. We're building that castle here on yeah. The one ad over here is finished. I might just bite the bullet and literally just jump and attack Byzantium through this. I really wanted to. I thought there would be a chain of events, but obviously this is just a way how the game is going to fix the situation with them for you. So I don't think we're gonna continue with the bureaucracy ideas because we need to get the administrative technology. The administrative efficiency is a good thing, and we are falling behind on that tech. And I like the Inns of Court, so yeah, okay, let's get that tech there, and then we're gonna jump into finishing the entirety of the idea group. Yeah, again, they're not paying us too bad. I think that might be also because they are at war. But we siphoned out their income. I don't know how it works. It's also possible that we cannot break their vassalage due to the fact that they are at war. That could be a distinct possibility. So elevated tributary. 70% liberty, desire, siphon income. They are in debt. Okay, let's demand administrative power as tribute now. Because they're not paying us money, so let's demand this instead. So how are we doing on the revolts? And the Peasants' War in Hungary. Provincial unrest. We're suffering casualties during the siege, but that's understandable. Manisa, Yambol. Those still need to be converted. Get an extra unit, which is fine. 65. I think we might. We can't provoke them. Oh, because we're at war. Oh, our heir is pacifist. Magic reputation. Okay, so no wars when he is out. I could actually disinherit him for this. And I think that would not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's disinherit him. No sultan of ours can be a pacifist at this point. We are coming from Ghazi warriors. We are the people who spread Islam through sword and fire. We're not gonna allow our sultan to spread this kind of things. Now look as he dies and we fall into absolute chaos. Angry mob is sieging here. That's funny. Okay, so defender against Chanik. So if we manage to annex Chanik, that's gonna fix one of those wars. And the second one is Rednitz. So a war against Rednitz would actually fix that, but we have a peace treaty here. Dobroga has no defenses, you have no defenses. Okay, the sons of Mehmet the First. So we're gonna choose a new heir. Okay, none of their provinces have actual defenses. So the gregarious son, the Pharaoh son, let's go with the inquisitive son. 504. Let's go in Bayezid. And he is 10. Okay, so we don't know much about him. Hopefully it's gonna be slightly better than what we have here. You can actually detach siege. And you can go deal with them. There's just a couple of them, so we'll be fine. We have 3,000 cavalrymen here, that's funny. But I get the joke. Okay, so they are 99% beaten. Could we annex them as a whole? We literally could, and nobody would bat an eye. Okay, so let's get all of their gold. Village capital, there is no point. Yeah, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't do that. Well, actually, there is the Batu Ulus over there, but those are no longer as dangerous as they might seem. Orda Ulus is the one that we should be afraid of. They have 27,000 men. Okay, so that's actually way more than I would like. So, what's our relation? The plus 53. I think we could improve that and get it to a certain level where we don't really have to be afraid. They don't have a monarchy, so we cannot go with military access, royal marriage. But if we wanted to declare war, no, because it's bad. But they are a horde, aren't they? Yeah, polity with informal and evolving institutions. I think though they shouldn't attack nations with the similar Circassia. No, I'm pretty sure Circassia is no, it's Orthodox, but you are Muslim. to sell. That could really lead us to a bad place if we have borders with them. I do have a really high amount of troops, especially cavalry. But again, we could... It's the technology. I don't think that they are doing that good. Yeah, they're way behind. Military is 15. We have the Janissaries. It would be... It depends what we want to do. Paranoid. Most likely to join an alliance. Most likely to marry. Let's annex them. We need to take some risks, so let's just annex them. Move all of our units back home to Edirne. And unfortunately, we need to core these, but it's actually super cheap, so that's not a major issue. That shouldn't really stop us from having the technology, in the soonest possible time frame. Okay, we're gonna start. What's your province? Okay, that's not a good start. Have a claim, not a great start. Declared war on neighbor. Yeah, we really need to increase relations with them. So we get 52 gold out of that. I would like to build a fort in here, but something tells me we're not gonna manage that in time. Nope, no military access. So you guys can join and are gonna stop drilling, because in case of a war, we will definitely need to be ready. Considering all of this, we might want to finish with Bulgaria next. And just have this part as our own. Interesting thing is that this is very close to our capital, much closer to some of our further areas. So I'm pretty sure it's going to have a good connection. Oh, it's 1st of January again. Time flies when you're having fun and conquering enemies. I'm really aware of this horde moving to our territory. They attack Edirne or Dimetoka. It's gonna be a little bit... They sent no tribute. Frederick disbanded. Okay, so what are you gonna do with this angry mob? I do wonder so much. Blockade of Lesbos. Lesbos occupied, yeah. We need to take care of Chanik, and then we'll free up their territory and gobble it up ourselves. So provincial unrest is actually extremely high. How many separatists? Got me on it. Separatists. These are fine. Minutes. Where will they raise? Do we know? Oaken Bolt. Does it say here somewhere? I'm always struggling with figuring out. Well, I mean, where are they getting Gunen and Honas. So that's down here. So I appreciate you guys. You just march south. We're gonna provoke them and get rid of them to suppress their rebellious tendencies. And you would raise in the coast territory over here, so I might actually provoke Germanids first and then provoke Amenids. Well, actually no, we can stay here, and I've never really provoked rebels, so it's kind of interesting. Okay, sure. Go and defeat them. That's gonna mean that we get rid of one of the rebellious states. And we're very close to getting a claim on Chanik, which is really good. Come on, just defeat them. Where are they moving? To suck. Well, let's follow them. And make sure that we finish them off. We lost quite a lot of troops in that battle. Almost 2,000. Okay, stability increased and we got rid of them. So now let's provoke a revolt over here. But I'll give myself a little bit of time to reinforce to full strength. Okay, that's good enough. And if all goes well, next turn, or next month, not turn, next month, we can actually get that claim on Chanik and declare war, which means that they will lose and stop their war with Byzantium. Let's expand the foreign traders. The battle is going well. Okay, getting a little bit of experience, military tradition, prestige, which is fine. Less than a year to finish the castle in Toroi. Okay, now they're gone. So that means we have no more major rebels, do we? And most of these provincial unrest. Okay, that's fine. So now let's go and prepare for the invasion of Chanik. They actually had their troops here, but I don't believe that they are allied. They're just part of the same war. So fabricate a claim on on Ordu, why not? And now we could declare war on them. Take Ordu, and that's gonna create one of those wars with Byzantium, because I suspect that it might be a problem for events and so on that they are at war, but it's just a guess. I really don't base that on anything concrete, so don't quote me on that or even mention my name ever anywhere, because I am really not sure about what I'm talking here. Okay, burden of taxation, this no tribute are gonna go, and we have no diplomats to send. Okay, we're improving relations with you. Stop the spy network here. And that's gonna allow us to declare war. Ta-da! That's how diplomacy is made. White Uding, we do not want to do anything to them. And they started sieging Bursa, but because of the fort that we have there really is nothing they can do. So we'll just reign free. Now I really wish there was something we could do with Eretnitz to stop their war as well. Because, I mean, we have +1 stability, and I'm literally willing to deal with my own mistake and take the hit to stability and attack the Byzantium, but we don't have cannons at this point, which is an issue for us, because there's, the Theodosian walls are there. Yeah, they're still there, so without that we can't do anything. Okay, and we're investing in Bergama. Pretty decent investment in fishery and forestry. Gallipoli, extraction. Skishehir forestry. Agriculture in Iznik, an industry significant one. Izmit agriculture, extraction. Bol agriculture, and pretty much everything. Balikshehir forestry. Nguru, almost 12 go to agriculture, that's crazy, and 7 to industry. Iskidar can overhaul investment. Bursa, just a tiny bit, almost 2 gold to forestry. Chinakawa, over 2 to forestry. Nearly 3 in fishery, nearly 2.5 in industry. Not bad. Okay, so considering you can't siege anything, we can ignore you. Death of a merchant. Okay, now level skill, artist, prestige decay. State needs the money. What do we have as a diplomatic reputation, technology cost? Yeah, we need the money. I'll take the money and use it to the goodwill of the people. Now, how much more do we need here? We need 428. At that point, I guess I'm gonna go a little bit over and just invest in everything. Because I would like to see... I mean, it can tell us here, right? Yeah, at level 1 we get the bombards. And that is really what we need to take the walls down. So what's our relation with you? 92, but still neutral. So could we somehow manage to make it cordial? I could proclaim a guarantee on them, but I really doubt that's gonna do us any good. So from military access, curry favors. Send an insult. That's gonna improve our relations. For sure. So let's see if we can annex them. And military leader has left us. We can. Nobody is gonna complain. We can take all of their gold. $35. So 45 gold, and all of their territory is 75 value. Which, is doable. How are those roads actually? We haven't checked that in a while as a project. So if you can also see it on the trade map, there's something we built. So we have roads 1. You have roads 1. Chanakao has roads 2. Isning has roads 1. Okay, we did it! Awesome! So the connection here is done. And now we just need to go and get it in Gönen. And we'll connect Antale. So let's build a road here. And finish the dream of our oh god, 170. Okay, it's gonna take a while before we finish that dream. Just hold that thought. Okay, they will accept the vassalis, or actually the full annexation. We get the prestige, a little bit of overextension, prestige, but it's fine. Okay, so we can core you 90. Why the hell is Ordu 15? There's a lot of people here, isn't it? We need the Inns of the Court. Yeah. Urban production efficiency above the year with corruption and rural production efficiency. And administrative efficiency +2. Maximum extraction resource site. Okay, now we're ahead of time. And I have 4. Okay, so it's gonna cost us quite significantly to get these. Anyway, that's all for this episode. We've actually expanded our territory significantly by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 areas. Though they're not calling us lord, they're not doing anything to us at this point. So that's going to be the next step to integrate them. And I'll do that in the next episode. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.